Okay, so we were discussing the limitations of the codes. So it is mentioned here that the code is not always acceptable for all the conditions, and it is not a remedy for all the evils, is it? And there are, first one is, it is general and vague wordings. That means there are so many vague wordings or which is not clearly spelled out. There are certain statements given in general, and in such cases it is unable to solve the problems since it is not clear. That is lacking clarity. Clarity is lacking there. So then again, the second one is, it is not acceptable or applicable to all the situations. That means we know, or the engineering or engineering as an experimentation or the social experimentation means there are thousands of engineering projects or thousands of engineering issues or thousands of engineering products there, and these codes are not accepted without criticism in all the conditions, or it is not applicable to all the situations. And that is first, the second point. Third one is often have internal conflict. So many words in the ethics, the code of ethics, in that particular code there are many words. The priorities are clearly spelled out. Example, courts forbid public remarks critical of colleagues or engineers, but they actually discovered a major bribery which might have caused a huge loss to the exchequer. So that means there are internal conflicts between the um, words, between the phrases, and between the rules which is framed there. That is the third limitation. And fourth one is, they cannot be treated as final moral authority for professional conduct. And the courts have flaws by commission and omission. There are still some gray areas undefined by the courts. They cannot be equated to laws. So that means the code of ethics, uh, it cannot be treated as a final moral authority for professional conduct. That means since it is lacking so many clear words, clarity is lacking, then it is not often acceptable to all the context. In such cases, the court cannot be treated as a final moral authority for professional conduct. Then fifth one is, only a few enroll as members in professional society, and non-members cannot be compelled. So that means it is not a compulsory. It is not compulsory. It is not uh, It is not mandatory for all the members to take membership among the professional society. Then sixth one is, even as members of the professional society, many are unaware of the codes. So even if you are a member, if you are unaware of the codes, then there is no meaning in saying that you are a member of that professional society. Okay. Third one is, different societies have different codes. So that means there are number of codes. They cannot be uniform or safe. Unifying the codes may not be successfully solve the problems prevailing various professions. That means the code cannot be treated as uniform or same, and the unifying codes may not be necessarily solve the problems prevailing various professions. And the codes are said to be um, cohesive, very strong. The codes are said to be very strong. They are sometimes claimed to be threatening and forceful. Oh, that is very important. That means the codes are sometimes very strong. And these, because of the strength of that cord, the that culprit may be they may be getting a feel of threatening. They may be getting a feel of forceful activity from the other side or from the authority. And these type of limitations, that means first one, it is not applicable to all the cases, and then it is often there are internal conflicts, then the words are not clear always, then they cannot be treated as final immoral authority for professional conduct, because the codes have flaws by commission and omission, and there are still some gray areas influenced by the courts, and only a few enroll as the members, and it is not compulsory for all the members to enroll. Then sixth one is, as members of the professional society, many are unaware of the courts and the provisions of the courts. It is not it is unaware to many of the members. And different societies, next one is, different societies have different codes. That means there is no uniform pattern or uniform code of ethics for the total engineering community. Then eighth is, codes are said to be coercive. That means it is very strong. They are sometimes claimed to be threatening and forceful. So these are the eight limitations mentioned in the case of the code of ethics. Is it? These are the limitations present in the case of code of ethics. So now the next point is next point we'll discuss. We'll discuss the next point. Okay.